Hello and welcome back to Talk of the Townsends. I'm Benedict Townsend.
And I'm Hannah Townsend.
How you been, Hannah Townsend?
I've been good. Happy almost Easter.
Happy almost Easter to you as well. Have you an egg yet?
No eggs.
No eggs.
No eggs. Have you any eggs yet?
Have you, Benedict, have you any eggs? You know what I saw the other day? I love Ferrero Rocher, which is a very controversial thing about me.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have a lot of strong opinions about me liking Ferrero Rocher, but I think they're delicious. Anyway, the other day we saw that there's a Ferrero Rocher Easter egg, but the egg itself is actually made of Ferrero Rocher.
Oh, fun!
Yes, because this is a sort of, I'm not going to say scam, but a lot of these eggs are like, it's an X-flavoured egg. But it's not. It's the same egg every time, and you get, if anything, a smaller than usual packet of the thing with it.
Yeah, when you get the mini egg, it is, they've had to manufacture it to fit 3 different small mini eggs in it. It's mental.
Yeah, it's tiny. And then the egg is not a big mini egg. It's just a regular chocolate egg. So I don't know.
How do you feel about the rise of pistachio? Because when I'm in the stores at the moment, I'm seeing pistachio eggs, pistachio, it's a trend.
An Easter trend or just like a life trend?
Well, I guess like pistachio chocolate is just, people just go ham for it.
Yeah, I mean, was Dubai chocolate? What is Dubai chocolate?
Dubai chocolate is
that pistachio?
I've actually never tried Dubai chocolate.
Me neither.
I've never tried like any pistachio chocolate, I don't think.
Dubai chocolate, it's sort of like regular chocolate, except there's no tax on it. Yeah.
Budum.
No, I think it is good to avoid tax by going to Dubai, and I support it. Of course, we record every episode from this.
We fly in and out.
From this Dubai penthouse.
Eating pistachio like there's no tomorrow. I love I think I would be into a pistachio egg.
Long-time listeners of the pod may enjoy what I refer to as Hannahrisms, which is when Hannah's sort of dyslexia or general unique mind will invent or create new phrases, like gambling with fire, that always kind of make sense, but just, are a little bit off.
No but.
There's one you said the other day, which was, "What's everyone happening over there?" I can't actually remember the context of this.
I think I was calling out to say, right, what's happening over there? But then all the words got muddled up in my head and I said, what's everyone happening over there?
But I like what's everyone happening over there.
What's everyone happening over there?
Because again, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like 2 thoughts combined.
Yeah.
What's everyone happening over there?
Some life updates for everyone. We keep setting the alarm for downstairs. We have a night set where the whole house.
Let's not graphically explain how our alarm system works.
No, because there's lasers everywhere in the bottom of the house. But what keeps happening is we keep forgetting that we now have this.
Oh my God, yeah.
And every morning, one of us will go to go downstairs because the cat's been browing and she wants slop. And so we will go downstairs. We always leave our phones upstairs. It will hit and then it will start going dee.
You get 30 seconds to cancel it or it will start going off.
But another fun fact is that only one of us can enter the alarm system on our phone at a time.
Yeah.
So you've done it like twice in a row this week. I did it this morning.
You can either run and try and manually turn it off on the box, or you can do it on the app. And I think the app is faster. So I end up running back upstairs, and then we're wrestling over a phone trying to turn it off. And then the other morning it went off.
Yes, and people were a little rude, weren't they?
Well, because you were on my phone, and it kept rejecting you because you didn't have my face. And I kept saying, "Give it to me. I've got my face."
So I'm fast asleep. Benedict had to get up early for something. I'm fast asleep.
Classic
and
situation.
I just hear
me up early as always.
And I just hear do, which means we've got 30 seconds. I open my eyes. I see Benedict's phone on that horrible little charging pad that doesn't go with the aesthetics of our bedroom. I roll over. I grab the phone. I'm trying to get in. Obviously, my face. I'm trying to get in. He comes and he's like, "Why would you do it on my phone?" And I'm like, "Why would you set the alarm off?"
But why didn't you do it on your phone, which was closer and which you have access to?
I didn't know where my phone was.
Picture, if you can, like it's the opening of a student film. A person's lying in bed and it starts with their eyes opening. That's the cliche of every student film begins that way.
That was me.
Every uni final project is someone's eyes opening.
I think our street is just annoyed with us having this alarm. And to be honest, the call's coming from inside the house because I hate the alarm
The alarm's coming from inside the house. That's the problem.
So the alarm did go off that morning because we didn't get to it in time. So it went off again.
It's one of those things where I think they're annoyed at us, but also like, yeah, fair.
No, yeah, fair.
I can't really
we keep
fault them.
apologising. I'm really sorry. Like, the cat kept setting it off. The biggest cat in the world over there. Her body weight was too much for the sensors.
No, it was clearly a glitch. She's very tiny. So anyway, yeah, I'm sure we'll keep updating you about alarms forever. You know what wasn't alarming? meeting Bryan Cranston and Marianne Jean-Baptiste.
So fun.
Two incredibly talented actors.
Does he ever say Breaking Bad in Breaking Bad?
No, I think Jesse says it to him in like episode 1. He's like, "What? You're just gonna suddenly break bad?" They say break bad. I don't think there is that moment as well where he looks in the camera and he goes, "I'm gonna be breaking bad."
Yeah, you're right. Jesse does say, "What, you're just going to break bad." I was thinking about that and I wanted to say to him, like, did you ever say Breaking Bad in Breaking Bad? But I thought I didn't want to show ignorance just in case he did, but I didn't think he did.
I think you probably would have got a very dry response from him on that one.
Really?
Much like I got. So I asked him a question. It's for the play All My Sons, which they're both in, which is coming to cinemas. Really amazing play.
Yeah.
They're both so good. It's a really good use of him because he gets to be both charming, silly Bryan Cranston and kind of amazing actor Bryan Cranston all in the same play. But he says All My Sons in the play All My Sons. And I said to him, you say the name of the show in the show. Do you enjoy that? And he went, no. I mean, we'll play the whole interview in a minute. Should we play that one clip now?
Oh, great. Thanks at Hannah, the editor, who's going to have to then get.
Well, maybe
clip
at
that out.
Benedict, the editor, will do it.
Well,
And
maybe there'll be some fireworks here, and maybe a puppy will run across screen.
maybe some CGI. And I just went, okay. Because I was a bit like,
okay.
and Hannah was kind of shell-shocked. And you were just staring at him. And then you and him just started giggling.
I just thought it was so funny. Also, like, he was like, he's funny. Like,
He was being funny.
He was being dry. He was being funny. He was there for a good time. We'd had a lovely chat beforehand. But unfortunately, it just made me crack. I was like, as a kid, were you one of those people, if a teacher was like, nobody laugh, would you laugh? I imagine you didn't, because we don't like being told off.
No, I don't like being told off, but I do love to laugh.
I love to laugh, but I am someone who the fear of authority runs through my bones. And so at school, when someone was like, don't laugh, I would like hold my cheeks like this.
I would do the thing where you set arms folded and then finger on the lips. It's funny because I was raised Catholic, so I've got an excuse. What's going on with you?
I don't know. I was just so scared of everything growing up. I was scared of police. When I'd be walking past a policeman or like a police person, I would just like hold my breath. I'd be so scared that I'd like done something. I don't know.
That's very sweet.
We've spoken about it before. Like there was, the big poo incident in my school when they, said someone smeared poo all over the walls. I was like,
every school had one.
I was bright red and I was shaking and I remember it, and it was in assembly, and I must have been in I was in secondary school, so I would have been over maybe like 12, 13, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember I was like shaking and bright red, and I was like, I didn't do this, but I feel the guilt. I may as well have.
Yeah.
I may as well go and smear my shit.
There is a thank you for that. There is a thing it might be an ADHD thing or possibly an autism thing or possibly both, but it's like an overpronounced sense of like justice and rules. And this keeps happening to me where someone with autism will look me in the eye and be like, well, of course you have autism too. And I'll be like, you can't just say that to me. But maybe I do. But maybe we both have some sort of predisposition towards because we're both very like rule focused.
So rule focused.
And also you and I both have a really overpronounced sense of like justice
and fairness.
Of fairness. Like if something is unfair, it really hurts my brain, which sucks because it's an unfair world where nothing is ever fair. That's not how the world works or has ever worked.
I know.
But it's always like, well, there has been tit, so there must be tat.
Right.
There's rarely tat.
There's rarely tat.
There's often toot.
Toot and shit.
Indeed.
On walls. Where does that come from? Feeling like you did it when you didn't do it. Like there must be psychology studies of like I felt the guilt as if I'd smeared the poo and I hadn't.
Maybe you're an empath.
Maybe. Do you think I am?
I think less debilitatingly than me. But like if you're upset, I can't do anything.
No.
I can't get anything done because I'm like, Hannah's upset.
Do you think I'm an empath?
I think you're cold as ice.
When you came home last night and you were telling me about your little James Bond event, I started kind of crying.
You did. That was lovely.
Because you were just so happy that you had such a good night. And I thought, and I was crying because I was like, he had a great night without me. No, but you were just, I joke. But you were just so happy. And you were just like, I just had the best time. And you were like filled with glee. And I was like, oh, he just loves James Bond and having a nice night out.
But that's not necessarily empath. That's you being a lovely person and being happy that I'm happy. Empath is like when you're almost like feeling other people's feelings.
I felt your happiness.
That's true. I went to the...
Oh, for God's sake, we don't need to hear it again. I went to No, I can't. I heard it when when you came home last night, I heard it on the phone to Millie earlier. I'm not going to hear the James Bond story a third time. I'm sorry. It was sweet the first
Claiming
time.
to be an empath.
It was sweet the
Let me
first
give
time.
them the
It was
TLDR.
boring the first.
I went to it was like an announcement event for the new James Bond book written by Charlie Higson. It's called King Zero. It was a very cool, very James Bondy event. I was very excited to be there. And Hannah was so excited for me the first time, and now is over it, apparently. You're on your phone.
No, I'm not. Go on. Is there anything else you want to say?
No, I just had a very nice time, and I spoke to Charlie Higson about James Bond. I spoke to everyone. There was someone there who worked at the Ian Fleming, I think they called it IFP, Ian Fleming, like publishing place, and he was related to Ian Fleming, the author of James Bond, which is cool. Spoke to him for ages about who the next James Bond should be, and me. And I had a lovely evening. It was a lovely time. But another nice time, if we can ever get back to it, is when we spoke to Bryan Cranston and Marianne Jean-Baptiste for All My Sons.
I really, really like this play it was brilliant.
Yeah, it's a classic for a reason.
Yes. And their performances are incredible. I really, really loved it.
People may know it because it is where the name 21 Pilots comes from the play.
So, yes, we did a little interview on stage.
Yeah, it was on stage on the theatre, which made a lot of sense because that's where all the lights are and stuff.
I have this thing where whenever we do an interview, I really hate watching myself back, which bad industry to be in. So we did this interview a month and a bit ago, and I've watched the clip. I watched it 2 days ago because I just the fact that I'm just going to have to sit and listen and hear my own thing. And I don't know, in my head, I was like, did it go okay? Because I don't know, we get this weird thing in our heads of anytime we do an interview, we're maybe it was terrible. Maybe everyone there thought we were really bad at our job, which is just, I don't know.
Have I explained my theory on the podcast that when you go into the interview, because it's sort of stressful and adrenaline, your brain is pumping chemicals. And then when you come out of the interview, it's almost like a come down where your brain is then dropping the chemicals. And I think the feeling of the brain dropping the chemicals always makes you feel like it's gone badly.
Yeah.
I wonder if people get this when they perform on stage and stuff of I don't know, because I always feel good when I come off stage. But anyway, because we, and also everyone we know who does interviews, always comes out of it going I think that was bad. I've trained myself now to not listen to that voice.
Well, you now get to just listen to my voice going, do you think it was really bad?
Yes, I get to listen to you
and then I'll
asking.
go, do you think everyone there thought we were really bad? And then I'll go do you think that we'll ever be booked again to do an interview?
Do you think they've called the police? Because we were so bad. But also, it's that thing as well of I've been in bad interviews. Look, I don't think we've ever done a bad interview, but we've done ones that were better than others. And once you have a sense of scale, then you know in your heart if it was actually bad or not. And it was usually very bad.
So anyway, I only watched this literally 2 days ago after having the footage for so long, and I really enjoyed it, and I really hope you enjoy it.
Well, you did the opposite of normal, which is you must have watched the clip of you and Bryan giggling together.
Yeah, I really hate watching myself back. I honestly, it was
Hannah was watching it full volume.
like a Lifetime movie. I just couldn't stop watching it.
It was the little video that John Wick would watch on his cracked iPhone. It's the kind of video you would watch while you're bleeding out in World War III. You're the time me and Bryan laughed.
Oh, how we laughed.
Oh,
Enjoy.
how we laughed. Wonderful to be here with you. We saw the show earlier this week. Wow. Absolutely bowled over. I don't really know how you did that, but it was fantastic. Good. This show was written in the 40s, but seems to just be aging like a fine wine, thematically in terms of selfishness, empathy, business versus morality, all that kind of stuff. Do you think that this is a particularly relevant time for people to be seeing this show?
If you have a sensibility that success in one's life is to make money, and you've missed the point. You've missed the point of why you originally thought why you'd want to make money is to have experiences, or to take away maybe generational trauma that was of debt or being in the poorhouse or whatever. And I think that's a very common theme that's certainly in the States, where the American dream of you can come, rich, poor, whatever, and work hard and you can pull yourself up and succeed. It's kind of, Joe Keller has kind of taken on that sensibility. That when he says to her, you wanted money, so I made money. What must I be forgiven? That's what you wanted, so we did it. It's and at any cost, and it came at a tremendous cost. And so you have to really think about that. What's the purpose of that? What's behind it? So you look at I'm not against capitalism, but capitalistic greed, where it's, I want it all, I want more. No, I want more, I want more, I want more. For what? What is that all going to lead you to? And I think we're seeing, and hopefully there'll be a renaissance of that and have a change of heart, but I don't know. It's worrisome, to be honest with you.
Can we talk about crying on cue? Because that is an art form that you have both mastered just beautifully. Where does that come from?
My eyes. And my nose.
Well,
Is it something you've always just been able to do?
no, I think, I have to think about it. I think it's, once you build the character, once you've worked with the character, it's a trigger. Do you know what I mean? That if you allow what's happening to happen to you in that moment, they will come.
Yeah.
And sometimes they don't come. Sometimes there's, and you play with that. You think, oh no, she feels angry tonight thinking about that dream. She feels robbed and she feels angry about it. She doesn't feel fragile and and then they won't come.
When I was 25 years old, I was on a soap opera in the States, and I learned from the women on the show, because it was mostly women that, everybody knows their place, and it was like, they would say, oh, I have a cry day on Wednesday. And so they're, start hydrating. And then if you're fully hydrated and then you put your mind to it and you think about it, and then it comes. And then it is like a trigger, and the key for the actor is to be willing to not do it.
Yes, that's a thing.
To have it there or not, but whatever happens, just be honest to it. If it's not there, don't go, because you go, ooh, what's that? What's he doing? You just have to allow it to be present. For some reason, it is triggering that these characters are feeling. I'm a parent, she's a parent. If you thought about losing a child,
it'll come. And it's also, when you said that, think about not doing it.
Yeah.
Most adults do that. They suppress crying when they're crying, as opposed to fully. It's only children that go, ah.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Or unless you're really grieving and you give a.
And you go.
Or a Caribbean.
But it's also society has this sense, because there's a common phrase, oh, don't cry, don't cry. No, don't cry, don't cry. It's like, why? Why not? Something sad happened. Oh, instead of saying that, it's like, I'm here for you if you need this, a hug or whatever, but I get it.
Yeah.
Flow, let it flow. And so that's what we're thinking here, is just let it
out.
flow if it's there, if it's, naturally.
Brian, you get to say the name of the show in the show.
Tricky, it's always tricky.
I was going to say, do you enjoy that?
No.
Okay. And then generally speaking, across all kinds of projects, is that fun?
Tough.
Or is it?
No, it is hard.
It is hard.
It's really hard. And I rub your belly extra. When you're going to say it, I'm like,
here it comes,
it's
here it
coming.
comes.
You'll do it. You'll be all right.
I approach it, it's like tentatively, because if you lay too much on it, it's like ding ding title,
Yeah.
so you want to just try to just let it softly land.
Like a little bubble.
Yeah, it's got to softly land, and hopefully most of the audience will go, oh, right, that's the title, as opposed to hitting it.
Yeah.
You don't want to hit the
You want
audience.
to do like a tasteful
I like
wink
that.
and like a finger gun, maybe?
Yeah, finger gun.
No, you do it well.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
I'm surprised you said no, like straight out no, just because it is, I guess it's just stressful.
It is.
Yeah.
It is, and a lot of plays do have the title in it.
Yeah.
And it's like, ooh, it's a tough, whoever has to say it, and you're given that task. But the audience, I think, is trying to understand, well, what's the title mean? All My Sons. He's got one son, but I guess all my sons, you would say both of my sons, right?
Yeah.
But so what does it really mean? until you go, oh. And that's the theme of the play. We are responsible for the greater good of mankind, not just your person, how it affects you personally. It's not that. It's much broader than that.
We made a video earlier today doing a results video. We ask big questions about film and TV to our audience, and the question was, what is your favorite example of when an actor says the name of the film in the film?
Oh, right.
Do you have a favorite time of example of that? I can tell you the ones that ranked, if that helps.
Yeah, go on.
We have the Back to the Future. We're taking
Can't
you
even
Back
remember
to the
the film.
Future.
We're taking you back to the future, okay.
And Love Actually also ranked. Love Actually is all around.
Yeah. Oh, so
I
it's
did see
part.
it, I think.
Yeah.
I can't
So
remember.
we're taking you back to the future is the sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or love actually is all around.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
like
no,
this.
All
where
My
it's like,
Sons is like-
all my sons.
Yes.
It's like,
It's straight in, exactly.
I'm going to get him to turn your mic up.
am I whispering too much?
No, I'll say to him, turn the mic up. Really
Put that one
loud.
loud.
So he goes, all my sons.
Or else tonight I'll try that. I'll go.
I'm going to
yes.
giggle tonight.
He was my son, but I think to him they were, what?
Throw it over.
What would you say they were then?
Oh my sons.
I would just say that the music in this show is wonderful. It's so subtle, it kind of sneaks up on you. Is it quite fun as an actor to have that kind of building? It's quite ominous, the score of this show.
We wouldn't hear. So I shouldn't speak for we. When we were in rehearsal, because we worked like from day one with Tim. Right?
Tim and music. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, wow, this is rather cool. But you're doing it, and then all of a sudden you don't hear the
I don't
music
hear it
anymore. I don't hear when we're doing the play. I don't hear the music, only the cues that I have, because I have 2 cues on 2 songs, and I have to come out on a particular line, and I have to be on the
right.
tree.
Right. Right. Right.
That's interesting.
And we rehearse in costume. It's a short rehearsal because the other unique thing that Ivo van Hove does is he requires his actors to be off book first day of rehearsal. So fully memorized by the time you show up for the first day of rehearsal, which is rare. But it's very freeing, actually. It's really a good way to work. And so you're in costume, you're listening to the music, you have the stage, you're fully memorized, and
Petrifying.
Yeah, it sounds stressful. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was like, oh my God.
but now you look
but
back
now
on it and
you
go,
look back and you go, I don't want to do anything. I
Yeah.
only ever want to work with Eva.
yeah.
Don't want to work with anyone else.
But day one, you're going, how many sons is it? Some of my sons.
12 of them.
Anyway, I think we're running out of time, but lovely to speak to both
Yeah,
of you.
likewise.
It's so nice to chat to you both.
Thank you very much.
Really love the show.
Good to have you. And good luck.
Thank you so
you.
much.
Likewise.
Happy marriage.
Thank you. You guys too.
What an interview, Hannah.
Again.
Again. I also want to give a shout out to Marianne because she's an amazing actor.
Incredible actor.
And again, someone who, because they're so good at like capital A serious acting, I didn't realize she was going to be so like up for a laugh.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Same with Bryan. And they also have a very sweet rapport and, are silly together. And yeah, it's one of those things where in hindsight, if I'd known how up for it they would have been for giggliness, we would have gone in sillier from the beginning. But it felt like because it's a serious play. We should have been a bit serious at the beginning.
That's that.
I've been Benedict Townsend.
And I've been Hannah Townsend.
Thank you for listening to Talk of the Townsends, and make sure to follow if you haven't already.
Bye.
We love you. Bye.